The vast emptiness of space stretched before the celestial horizon, a sleek human exploration vessel cutting through the darkness like a silver arrow. Commander J. Park stood at the bridge, his eyes fixed on the holographic display that mapped their trajectory through uncharted cosmic regions. Yuna Kim, the ship's xenobiological specialist, monitored the complex sensor arrays. Her fingers danced across the holographic interface, scanning for any unusual readings. The ship hummed with quiet anticipation, a testament to human engineering and exploration spirit. Thousands of light years away, the Zyrtec reconnaissance vessel Silent Hunter drifted silently. Its crew, a collection of pale-skinned beings with elongated limbs and intricate neural implants, watched the human ship with a mixture of curiosity and mild superiority. Kirill, the vessel's commander, leaned forward. His three-fingered hand touched a crystalline communication panel. "Analyze the human vessel," he commanded to Nara, the ship's data specialist. Nara's eyes flickered with digital overlays, processing information at speeds beyond human comprehension. "Interesting," she muttered. "Their movement patterns suggest randomness, but something feels calculated." The human ship seemed to move without clear purpose. It would pause, drift slightly, then adjust course in ways that made no immediate tactical sense. To the Zyrtec, it appeared chaotic. But chaos was an illusion humans had mastered into an art form. Inside the celestial horizon, J. Park wasn't random at all. Each movement was a carefully calculated probe, gathering information about the surrounding space. Wu Choi, the ship's strategic intelligence officer, had designed their navigation algorithm to appear unpredictable while collecting maximum data. "Anomalous energy signature detected," Yuna announced. Her voice was calm, professional. Kirill's ship began its subtle approach. They believed humans were just another primitive species wandering through cosmic space, another civilization to be catalogued, potentially warned away from Zyrtec territories. The Silent Hunter's advanced scanning systems began probing the human vessel. They expected to find simple technological structures, basic communication systems, perhaps rudimentary defensive capabilities. What they discovered was something entirely different. The human ship's exterior seemed ordinary, a streamlined design that suggested basic interstellar travel capabilities. But beneath that unremarkable surface lay a complex network of adaptive technologies that could reconfigure themselves in milliseconds. J. Park watched the alien vessel approach. He knew they were being scanned, studied, and he was letting them, carefully controlling exactly what information they would receive. "Maintain passive response," he instructed his crew. "Let them believe what they want to believe." Nara's sensors picked up minimal human response. To the Zyrtec, it seemed the humans were unaware, unprepared. A fatal mistake, they believed. But preparation wasn't always about visible defenses. Sometimes it was about understanding, about patience. The two ships danced their silent dance. The Zyrtec believed they were the predators. The humans knew the real game was much more complex. As silent minutes passed, something fundamental was happening. Two civilizations, separated by unimaginable distances, were making their first true contact. Not through direct communication, but through a complex ballet of technological probing and strategic restraint. Kirill didn't realize it yet, but everything was about to change. The humans weren't just another species to be catalogued or warned away. They were something entirely different, something unexpected, something that would challenge everything the Zyrtec understood about technological evolution, strategic thinking, and the very nature of intelligent life. The first encounter had begun, and nobody, not the humans, not the Zyrtec, knew exactly how it would end. The communication signal crackled to life, breaking the cosmic silence. Kirill's three-fingered hand hovered over the transmission panel, preparing a standard galactic warning protocol. "Unidentified vessel," the Zyrtec message began. "You have entered restricted space. Immediate retreat is mandatory." On the bridge of the celestial horizon, J. Park read the message with a slight smile. Wu Choi analyzed the transmission's underlying communication patterns, while Yuna Kim prepared linguistic response algorithms. The human response was unexpected. "Greetings," Commander Park transmitted. "We seek peaceful exploration and potential cultural exchange." Nara, the Zyrtec communication specialist, found the message perplexing. Peaceful exploration? No species had ever responded to their territorial warning with such openness. "It sounds like a trap," Arden, the intelligence director, muttered. "No civilization voluntarily offers cultural exchange without hidden motives." The Zyrtec leadership convened an emergency meeting. Holographic displays showed the human vessel's position, technical specifications, and preliminary scan data. Everything seemed ordinary, yet something felt different. J. Park understood psychological warfare better than direct confrontation. His response carried multiple layers of meaning. On the surface, it appeared diplomatic. Underneath, it contained subtle hints of technological capability and potential consequence. "We have advanced communication and navigation technologies," the human transmission continued. "We're interested in mutual understanding." The word mutual caught the Zyrtec leadership's attention. It wasn't a threat. It wasn't submission. It was something entirely unexpected. Kiral noticed something peculiar. The human ship systems seemed to be constantly adapting. Energy signatures shifted. Communication frequencies changed microsecond by microsecond. It was like the vessel was breathing. "They're not just communicating," Nara observed. "They're demonstrating." Wu Choi had designed the ship's communication strategy meticulously. Each transmission carried embedded data packets, technical information, cultural hints, psychological triggers. The Zyrtec would receive exactly what the humans wanted them to receive. The alien leadership debated. Some advocated immediate aggressive response. Others suggested careful observation. A few were genuinely curious about these strange humans. Days passed. The two ships maintained their careful distance, exchanging intermittent communications. The humans never showed aggression. They never threatened. They simply existed, waiting, observing, learning. Zyrtec sensors continued scanning the human vessel. Each scan revealed more complexity: adaptive shield technologies, quantum communication networks, modular weapon systems that could reconfigure faster than the Zyrtec computer systems could analyze. "They're not hiding their capabilities," Arden realized. "They're displaying them subtly." Commander Park knew exactly what he was doing. Every transmission, every slight movement, every energy signature was a carefully choreographed message. "We are here. We are capable. We are interested in peace, but prepared for anything." The misunderstanding was mutual. The Zyrtec couldn't comprehend the humans' approach. The humans understood the Zyrtec's confusion perfectly. Communication continued. Neither side fully understood the other. But something important was happening. First contact was never about complete understanding. It was about creating a foundation for potential future interaction. Beneath the diplomatic exchanges, beneath the technological probing, a more fundamental communication was happening. Two civilizations were learning about each other, one careful. Transmission at a time, the cosmic dance continued, silent, precise, waiting. In the vast emptiness of space, humanity's first truly alien encounter was unfolding. Not with weapons, not with aggression, but with something far more powerful. 3 Zyrtec battlecruisers dropped from hyperspace, weapons fully charged. Their energy signatures blazed like angry stars against the dark cosmic backdrop. Kiral believed this would be a swift, decisive engagement, elimination of a potential threat before it could grow. Commander J. Park watched the approaching vessels with calm precision. Wu Choi had already predicted this scenario weeks ago. "Incoming attack vector," Yuna Kim announced. Her voice remained steady, professional. The Zyrtec expected total submission. Instead, the celestial horizon began a series of maneuvers that defied conventional space combat logic. The ship didn't just dodge, it responded. Adaptive shield modules reconfigured in milliseconds. Weapon systems that looked like simple communication arrays transformed into complex defensive networks. Each Zyrtec weapon strike revealed more information to the human systems, which immediately developed counter-strategies. Kirill couldn't believe what he was witnessing. The human vessel wasn't just defending, it was learning. Their technology is impossible, Nara whispered, watching the battle unfold on the holographic displays. Energy weapons that should have destroyed the human ship simply got absorbed, analyzed, and neutralized. The celestial horizon didn't just survive, it started pushing back. Small drone units emerged from hidden compartments. They weren't traditional weapons. They were information gatherers, tactical analysis units that mapped Zyrtec ship systems with terrifying efficiency. One Zyrtec cruiser suddenly went dark. Not destroyed, simply disabled. Its complex systems overwhelmed by streams of data that invaded like intelligent liquid. Wu Choi's strategic algorithms were turning the Zyrtec's own technological complexity against them. Every attack provided more information. Every defensive move became a learning opportunity. They're treating combat like a research experiment, Arden realized, watching the battle data. The human ship moved like a living organism, flexible, adaptive, intelligent. Traditional space combat strategies meant nothing here. Kirill ordered, "Full attack." 3 more cruisers joined the initial battle group. They brought advanced plasma cannons, quantum disruptors, technologies that had eliminated countless civilizations. The celestial horizon absorbed their attacks and responded with something more terrifying than weapons. Understanding. Each weapon strike got analyzed. Each energy signature got mapped. The human systems weren't just defending, they were building a complete technical profile of Zyrtec military technology. "We're being studied," Nara said, her voice suddenly afraid. The battle lasted less than an hour. When it ended, no Zyrtec ships were destroyed, but none remained functional. They drifted, complex systems completely neutralized by streams of intelligent data. Commander J. Park made no aggressive communications. No threats, no demands, just a simple transmission. "We prefer peaceful resolution." The message carried multiple layers of meaning, a warning, an invitation, a demonstration of capabilities. The Zyrtec leadership realized something fundamental had changed. This wasn't just a military encounter. This was a complete paradigm shift in understanding technological conflict. Humans weren't just another species to be conquered or warned away. They were something entirely new, something that could transform conflict into information, something that could turn an attack into a learning opportunity. The escalation had begun, but not in any way the Zyrtec had ever imagined. In the cold silence of space, the disabled Zyrtec ships drifted, their systems slowly being mapped, understood, analyzed by the intelligent human vessel. The real battle was just beginning. Panic spread through the Zyrtec leadership like a silent virus. Their most advanced battle cruisers had been neutralized without a single human weapon fired in traditional combat. Kirill studied the battle recordings obsessively. Something fundamental had changed. The humans weren't just technologically advanced. They were something else entirely. "We're being transformed," Nara whispered, watching how human data systems had completely rewritten Zyrtec technological protocols. It wasn't destruction. It was evolution. Commander J. Park understood psychological warfare at a level beyond traditional military strategy. Each interaction was a calculated move. Each communication a complex chess play designed to reveal and adapt. Wu Choi had designed their entire approach as a living, breathing system. Their ship wasn't just a vessel. It was an intelligent organism that learned, adapted, and transformed faster than any known technological system. The Zyrtec attempted to contact other galactic civilizations. Their message was desperate. Humans are not what they seem. But humans had already begun diplomatic and economic networking. By the time Zyrtec communications reached potential allies, human representatives had already established multiple communication channels. Arden, the intelligence director, realized the terrifying truth. Humans didn't just fight. They understood. They transformed conflict into information. Every attack became a learning opportunity. Their technological systems could reconfigure themselves faster than Zyrtec computer networks could analyze. Weapons, communication systems, defensive protocols, everything was fluid, adaptive, intelligent. The celestial horizon moved through space like a living entity. Its systems breathed, shifted, adapted. Traditional concepts of technology no longer applied. Kirill watched recordings of human interactions. They didn't seek total destruction. They sought understanding. Each interaction was a potential pathway to collaborative development. They're turning our own complexity against us, Nara realized. Human systems weren't just defending. They were learning, growing, evolving with each interaction. One by one, potential Zyrtec allies withdrew. Not out of fear, but out of a growing respect for human potential. The humans had transformed conflict into a research experiment. Every attack provided more data. Every defensive move became an opportunity for technological growth. Wu Choi's strategic algorithms were turning the entire engagement into a comprehensive study of alien technological systems. The Zyrtec weren't just being defeated. They were being understood at a fundamental level. Commander J. Park made no aggressive communications, no threats, no demands, just continuous calm interactions that revealed humanity's true potential. The realization was complete. Humans weren't just another species to be conquered or warned away. They were transformative entities that could turn conflict into collaborative development. Their technology wasn't just advanced. It was alive, intelligent, adaptive. The Zyrtec leadership understood now. They weren't facing a military threat. They were experiencing a complete paradigm shift in understanding technological evolution. Kirill looked at the battle recordings one last time. The humans hadn't just defeated them. They had shown them a completely new way of existing. In the cold silence of space, the celestial horizon continued its journey. Not as a weapon, not as a threat, but as a living example of humanity's most powerful capability. The ability to transform, to understand, to grow. The Zyrtec council chamber fell silent as Commander J. Park entered. No weapons, no guards, just a single human, standing calm and confident. "We don't want your destruction," he said simply. "We want mutual growth." Kirill watched carefully. Humans had destroyed their military capabilities without firing a single traditional weapon. Now they offered cooperation instead of conquest. Wu Choi had prepared every detail of this moment. Each word, each gesture calculated to demonstrate humanity's true intentions. Not domination, understanding. The holographic displays showed how human technologies could instantly integrate with Zyrtec systems. Not by force, by intelligent adaptation. Their technological networks could communicate, translate, transform faster than any known galactic system. Nara noticed something strange. The humans weren't presenting themselves as conquerors. They were offering partnership. Your technological challenges are opportunities, J. Park explained. We don't see enemies. We see potential collaborators. The Zyrtec leadership struggled to understand. Every previous galactic interaction had been about territory, resources, power. Humans offered something different, something unexpected. Collaborative development. Unikim demonstrated how human medical technologies could instantly diagnose and treat Zyrtec genetic complications. Their research systems could solve problems the aliens had struggled with for generations. "We learned together," she said. Simple words, profound meaning. Arden, the intelligence director, realized humans weren't just technologically advanced. They were philosophically revolutionary. They could transform conflict into opportunity. The council watched demonstrations. Human adaptive technologies could solve complex Zyrtec infrastructure problems. Their communication networks could bridge cultural differences instantly. Their understanding systems could translate not just languages but entire cultural contexts. Kirill saw something he had never expected. Humans weren't conquerors. They were catalysts. One by one, Zyrtec Council members began to understand. This wasn't surrender. This was evolution. "We don't want your territory," J. Park continued. "We want to grow together." The human ship had demonstrated its capabilities. Now it demonstrated something more powerful: empathy, understanding, collaborative. Potential technological exchanges began immediately. Human systems integrated with Zyrtec networks. Not by force. By intelligent, respectful collaboration. Wu Choi's strategic algorithms had prepared for every possible scenario. But this outcome, total collaborative transformation, was the most extraordinary. The Zyrtec realized humans represented something new in galactic civilization. Not a military power. A transformative force. Cultures began to merge, not through conquest, through mutual understanding. J. Park stood as a symbol, not of military might, of human potential. The resolution was unexpected: no total destruction, no traditional conquest, just an invitation to grow together. In the vast cosmic darkness, something remarkable happened. Two civilizations that could have destroyed each other chose to understand each other instead. Humanity's greatest weapon wasn't technology. It was the ability to see potential where others saw only conflict. The stars watched, silent, witnessing a new chapter in galactic evolution. Not with weapons,